So, we're speaking about Bhagavatam, rasa-lila, which gopi went to rasa-lila. The Nitya gopis, like Srimati Radhika, they didn't have any obstacle to go. They did not have any obstacle. They heard Krishna's flute and they went to meet Krishna. But they also heard about other kinds of gopis also. Like some sadhana siddhas. Especially those who had the association of the Nitya gopis. By the fruit of associating with the Nitya Siddha, they developed strong anuraga for Krishna. They also, Jogamaya also arranged everything for them. They did not got any obstacle. They didn't have any obstacle to meet with Krishna. But Jogamaya also did what? Create forms, pratimurti, like forms of them, and kept these forms in the house. Because, why? Because then the superiors and the husbands of these gopis, they would be like calm. Oh, okay, my wife is here in my house, she's working in the house, okay. Or the husband might think, oh, for some reason my wife has gone to the neighbor to take some fire, bring fire or to do something. She's coming soon. So, in this way, these gopis also, they didn't have also any kind of obstacle to meet with Krishna, no obstacle. Another kind of gopi also we heard, yesterday we heard, those gopis who were sadhana siddha, okay, for many lives, they performed sadhana bhajan, they chanted Gopal mantra also. And then by the mercy of Bhagavan, they got the body of gopis in Braj. But they didn't have the association of the Nitya gopis. If they had the association, anyway, it was not mature. So Jogamaya was not merciful to these gopis, means did not allow them to go to meet with Krishna. So these gopis, when they started to go to rasa-lila, their husbands or superiors, like mother-in-law, father-in-law, even their brothers also, they stopped them. They didn't allow them to go to meet with Krishna. Did not allow them to go. Means Jogamaya was not merciful to these gopis. Jogamaya was not merciful. Because Shastra explains, to meet with Krishna in the rasa-lila, the sadhana siddha gopis, they need what? They must have the association first of the Nitya Siddha gopis. By this association, they will be able to develop strong anuraga for Krishna, strong attachment. If you don't have deep attachment towards Krishna, you cannot enter the rasa-lila. You are not qualified. Laxmidevi also, she tried so many things. For some days we've been hearing. Lakshmi, she left Vaikuntha, came to Vrindavan to perform hard austerities. Krishna also appeared, but Krishna gave him many conditions and Lakshmi didn't want to follow it. Lakshmi wanted to meet Krishna in that body. Lakshmi wanted to, in the body of Lakshmi, she wanted to get to the rasa-lila, but it's not possible. went in rasa-lila, some rules are there. Krishna also made the rules. Which rule? First rule, Krishna is a gopa. He only accepts gopis. Except for gopis, Krishna does not accept anyone else. You can be born in any family, but Kula or doesn't matter. You have to be born in the womb of a gopi in Vrindavan, and you must get the body of a gopi. So first of all, you have to take birth in Braj. Second point, in the womb of a gopi, and get the body of a gopi. And third, you must have the association of the Nityas and the Gopis. And by this association, you'll be able to develop strong attachment towards Krishna. So in Anuraga, you have the Parasparano Snehano Bandhanam, deep, completely tied to each other by the love and affection. And Darshaniya Triptata, always never satisfied to see each other. This is the symptoms of Anuraga, deep attachment. If you don't have this, Jogamaya will not give mercy to you. Jogamaya won't give mercy to you. So all these gopis, they did sadhan and bhajan for a long time. This is true. So by the mercy of Bhagavan, they were born in Vrindavan. They got the body of a gopis, but because they didn't get the association of the Nityas and the gopis, Jogamaya was not merciful towards them. That's why when they heard the sound of the flute, they tried to go meet with Krishna, but their parents, their superiors, their family members, they did not allow them, and bound them in the house. Then these gopis, they started to do what? In separation of Krishna, they were suffering so much in separation. In this connection, Srila Shukadeva Goswami Pad says that in this way the gopis were feeling so much separation from Krishna, so much. And they were feeling this heat of separation in their heart so much. Thinking a lot about Krishna with their divine and transcendental body, they were able to attain Bhagavan. So all these gopis, what did they do? By the meditation, they have embraced Swayam Bhagavan Achyuta and also joined Ananda Rasnas. And then they gave up their Gunamai body. So this body is Gunamai body, a body which is our body has 5 elements: earth, ether, all this. So this 5 elements body also is under the controls of the modes of the nature, modes of Maya. But we cannot embrace God if your body is like this. Actually, to see Krishna, you must have transcendental bodies. You know. You need also transcendental senses, and in Bhagavatam, Sanatana Goswami explains, like you think you are seeing God with your own eyes, but actually it's not. It's not your material eyes. Because to see Bhagavan, you need the transcendental body. You need the transcendental body. It's important. So to serve Krishna, you need a transcendental body. the definition of bhakti is given. When we are free from all the designations, the material designations, all of them are destroyed. And you get the divine transcendental body. In this way you can serve Bhagavan. God, He is the Lord of the senses. God has transcendental senses. So how to serve Lord? You also need transcendental senses for that. By material senses you cannot serve God. Actually you cannot even see God with material senses. Because all our senses are material. With material senses we also have what? Material intelligence. The deity is Chinmoy, transcendental. But we're thinking, how can we see spiritual things with material senses? It's not possible. So you must be free from all upadis, designations. The biggest designation we have is the body itself. Like we think the body is the soul or the self. We think I am the body. Because of this, we have ahankar, ego. So for the conditioned soul, the worst anartha or the root of the anartha is you think that your soul is the body. This sloka explains, yesterday we spoke, Jasatma Buddhi. So, if you don't have the transcendental body, you cannot see Bhagavan. Some people say, oh, every day God gives me darshan. Every day He embraces me, kisses me. Is this possible or not? Gurudev told. In some lectures he told. This person is lying. Someone who says that is a lie. If you don't have transcendental senses, then how possible God will touch you? So all the gopis, they, by meditation, they're very eager to attain to Krishna. So they give up the gunamayi body, like the material body, maybe we can translate like that. All these gopis, they gave up the gunamayi body, or the body with the modes of nature. And they had so much eagerness to meet with Krishna, so they gave up their body in the separation mode. But how they attain to God? Because with their transcendental body, they attained Bhagavan. So the first line is saying, what is jar buddhi? This gopis jar buddhi attained Bhagavan. What is jaro? Buddha. But parakya bhav, this paramore mood. The word jara Buddha is something very low. Slang, very low. It's a really low word. Very slang language, Jara Buddha. If you will call someone name, swear someone, you use this word. To speak this word to someone is something really low, like really low word. So here is saying, how gopis attain to Krishna with this Jara Buddha? these kathas are not for the Nitya Siddha Gopis. This is all for the sadhana siddha. The sadhana siddha with sadhana siddha. Those Gopis who had performed austerities for thousands of years, chanting Gopal mantra, so much austerities, everything. Then by the mercy of Bhagavan Ramchandra, they were born in the house of a gopi, everything they got, body of a gopi. For maybe 2 days I was discussing this. When Ramachandra went to Dandakaranya, seeing the beautiful, attractive form of Lord Ramchandra, all these saints that were living in that Dandakaranya forest, actually for thousands of years they were chanting the Gopal mantra. Then seeing Bhagavan Ramachandra, they had a spurti of Krishna, a vision of Krishna, udipana, also stimulation. They had already realized their transcendental form, Swarup Siddhi. So that's why they started to run behind Lord Ram. Then Bhagavan Ramachandra told them, look, in this Rama avatar I cannot accept you in my incarnation as Ram. Externally they had male bodies, but their internal bodies were body of gopis. So Bhagavan Ramachandra told, in this Ram avatar I cannot accept. I have already made a vow. My Ram avatar will not accept anyone except Sita as a wife. So all Munis, I know what's in your mind, I know. But my darshan is amog. Amog means infallible. Like Lord is the desire tree. Even if you have any small desire, God will fulfill your desire. So Bhagavan Ramachandra told, look, oh Munis, after my pastimes as Ram, when I will come in Dwapara Yuga as Krishna, then I will be able to fulfill all your desires. So please be patient, and by the mercy of my Jogamaya, all of you will appear in Braj, the house in the womb of a gopis, and you will attain the body of a gopi as well. Then by the influence of the association of my Nitya Siddha Gopis, you'll be able to attain to me. To attain the Sangha of Krishna in the rasa-lila, the association of Krishna, is something so rare. Even Laxmidevi couldn't attain it. So but Lakshmi left Vaikuntha and came. So Laxmidevi left Vaikuntha, she's like queen there. She never even felt the heat of the sun rays in her body, like this, so soft and everything, and she's the queen, imagine. But now she came to Vrindavan and she is there. Why? Because she wants to enter the rasa-lila just like a gopi. So she performed hard austerities. Krishna also appeared there. Krishna told, ask for a benediction. She said, I want to enter the rasa-lila. Krishna said, oh, this is so rare and it's not possible for you. Because to enter the rasa-lila, there are some rules you must follow, First of all, you have to give up the Brahmani Abhiman, ego of being Brahmana, wife of a Brahman. Another point, you have to also take birth in the womb of a gopi in Braj. Oh, with the body of Lakshmi cannot enter the rasa-lila. No, you have to have the body of a gopi. Another point, the association of the Nitya Siddha, you also must do that. And also have to make cow dung patties just like the gopis. So many rules Krishna told. Then Laxmidevi, she did not want to follow any of those rules. Bhagavath told, it's not possible. So until nowadays, Lakshmi is performing austerities. So This was the problem of Lakshmi. She wanted, with the body of Lakshmi, enter the rasa-lila in that body. But it's not possible. So if Lakshmi didn't attain, how did they attain? Uddhava prays in this verse. Not to speak of others. Even this beautiful Kamalanayana, like lotus-eyed damsels of Swarga, their bodies are so fragrant. They even are more, like, have more perfume than the lotus flower. Even for them, these kind of ladies, those who live in Swargalok, even them, even these women could not attain. What speak of others? If one day you don't take a bath, imagine. I'm not joking, okay? It's true. So from the body of your husband, if he doesn't take a bath for one day, or a woman also, you tell your husband to take a shower. Sorry, opposite. The husband will tell his wife to take a shower, because after one day, so do you know, actually our body, every day, every second, our skin is like the skin is like getting rotten, like dying. Like if you take a tissue and rub in your skin, you see some black coming out. It's like, you know, this dead cells. They're cleaning dead skin. Yeah. Every day your skin is like dying, especially in the cold. If you don't take bath for one day, it becomes like a layer on your skin. Sometimes you can see. Maybe you didn't see. Like if you don't take a bath for one day, it will be smelly. So you can see. And also, and if you see this layer of skin after one day, and if you rub, then this will come out. Like there's like 7 layers in your skin, and every day this, like the last layer is like dying and like going out, and then it's really amazing, the creation of God. And then another layer is coming up. So also all our 9 doors in our body. How many doors we have? 9, and there are always bad things coming from this 9 doors. 7 doors up, 2 doors down we have in our body. And we have many windows, the pores. The pores are windows, and they also smell so badly, like all our doors. So do you think God will kiss or embrace this smelly body that you have? Useless talk. God embraced me. Do you think God has nothing to do? He will embrace this smelly, terrible, smelly. God came in my dream, embraced me and kissed me. Crazy. Man. So even these ladies that live in Swarga, these beautiful women, Apsaras, Devis, their body are so good smelling, like how to say, fragrant, perfume body. Because the body of these ladies of Swarga, they are like refulgent, they smell like lotus flower. Like if a demigod will come here, you'd understand. The body of the demigods is like, first of all, they don't touch the ground. So that's why when the demigods they walk, they need some bahan. They need some career. So when you say the name of the demigod, you also say sometimes, because they also, like, for example, Laxmidevi has the owl. The owl carries Laxmidevi. Sometimes we chastise someone, not chastise, like we insult someone. You call the person owl, Ulu. So if you go to Braja, you have to understand. So, if you become a Vrajavasi, you have to learn how to swear like the Vrajavasis. So, all of you speak nice language, no? But the language of Braja is really sweet, and they always insult others, swear, like calling names. And if you hear like somebody swearing like the Vrajavasi, then you're like, oh, he's Vrajavasi. They insult others. I also know. I used to do for asking donation. Especially on the day of Ekadasi, I was doing to do nirjala without drinking water, but I was collecting. So 1 o'clock I used to go to someone's house. The person would offer water to me. Then I would say no. Then in person, sister, fuck, what is this? You don't even accept my water. Ah! But actually, when they're insulting like this, it's actually love. I know some insult words of Braj. Some in Delhi here, you don't know. This is very sweet. You only speak eloquent words in Delhi here. Please come, Maharaj. Please come. The Vrajavasi, they don't speak like this. They are not, oh Maharaj, please come. Please come, great fortunate soul. Please glorify Krishna's names in here. But they're like insulting so much with the words, like so much. How do you say insulting? No, swearing a lot, but it's actually like super sweet. Gurudev say so. Laxmidevi didn't get this good fortune. Sorry, the ladies of Swarga also didn't get this opportunity, even though they were like so fragrant women and beautiful. This great festival of the Maharaj. In this festival, Krishna himself, he gave the highest position to whom? Srimati Radhika, to her. Just like suppose there's a reunion, a meeting, a gathering, assembly. So that's like the manager or director of that assembly. The best person will be given the highest position in that assembly. That person will sit in the highest position, the person who is like the best, like person who is really knowledgeable and scholar, everything, knows everything. So that person is given the position of sabhapati, means like the manager or like director of the gathering, the reunion, the assembly. And in the end of the meeting, gathering, assembly, like he will speak in the end. And also he has to speak, after every person spoke, he also has to speak the essence of what each person told. Like I saw in the time of Gurudeva, when Gurudeva was in Vrindavana, that Achyuta Lal Bhatt, we saw how he was like sometimes Nisabhapati. So all the speakers would speak, he would write down, and then he would repeat in the end of each speaker only the essence of what that person who spoke. We are saying that person didn't speak nicely, and then we want to correct. No, but a real good speaker, a real good sabhapati, like manager of the assembly, maybe a person spoke something wrong by slip of tongue, like without, like just escaped, like, or maybe with sweet words you just like correct that person. Maybe he spoke something with, like not on purpose. But you always, the sabhapati, you see the qualities of the person. And to be a sabhapati, he has to speak sweet words with anyone, very sweet words. And he's not it is a really important position. It's not something easy and cheap. It's really, maybe one of the speakers of that assembly told some wrong siddhanta. So in a very beautiful way, with sweet words, this director of the assembly has to speak, and then the person who spoke wrong will understand. Just like Mahaprabhu told to that person who was cleaning the temple in the Gundicha Marjan Lila, when Prabhu was, everybody was cleaning the temple, Mahaprabhu was checking each service of every person. So some people, they were not serving properly, everybody's doing, I don't need to do nicely. So the person was just pretending to sweep, like, but not actually sweeping, So Mahaprabhu, with very sweet words, he was like chastising this person. You sweep so well. You should teach to others, because it's really nice how you sweep. Like very sweet words. And then the person himself understood that what Mahaprabhu wanted to mean. Meaning. And also those who are sweeping well or doing something well, also with sweet words, he's also glorifying. So the Sabhapati, the director of the assembly, his words, his behavior, his way of speaking, his qualities are unprecedented. That's why he's given the highest position in the assembly. This is not given to any person. this position. So the rasa-lila is the great festival. Commentaries explain here. In this Mahotsav, great festival of the rasa-lila, the highest position is given to whom? Krishna himself gave to Srimati Radhika. Lalita, Vishaka, Chandravali, etc. They're not given. This position is not given to them. Commentaries explain why. Because the qualities of Srimati Radhika, no one else has them. Has. Even if they have maybe a little bit only, but not like her. Even Krishna says, even I don't have these qualities that Srimati Radhika has. Even I don't have it. Srimati Radhika is my guru, I'm her disciple. I will dance as how she wants me to dance. I'm like her puppet. Srimati Radhika is my prem guru. So the guru is given the highest position. So Krishna by his own behavior, his teaching. The guru came, so and the disciple is sitting up, like sitting in a high position. So if the guru comes, you must stand up and put Gurudeva sitting in the highest position. So in the same way, Krishna, in the Rasa Mahotsava, in the great festival of the Rasa, his own guru, who is the guru of Krishna? Srimati Radhika, right? Krishna put Srimati Radhika to sit in the highest position in the festival of the Maharas. How? He holding her by the neck, with so much honor, like, for example, so imagine a very special person coming. Then when you put him give him the highest position. You offer like sandalwood, you offer garland, you offer even some pitbastra, this cloth around the neck. So Krishna gave the highest position to Srimati Radhika and put her sitting in the highest asana in the rasa-lila. Rasa is not something ordinary. Rasa is the Mahotsav, great festival. And how did Krishna, God, with his long, soft arms and long arms, Krishna embraced the Srimati Radhika and put her sitting in this highest position. Many commentaries, explanations different are there. Because rasa is not something ordinary, no. Rasa Samaiti Rasa. Rasa is a place where there are many kinds of rasas together, mellows, moods. Just like many rivers flow from many fields, and the rivers come in different continents, but in the end, all they come in the ocean. All the water of the rivers come to the ocean, and they increase the water of the ocean, the volume of the water, making waves, etc. So Mohana is where the rivers. Mohana is like where the river meets with the ocean, and in this moment, the water is very deep, and also very strong stream, strong current. If somebody goes to this place, it's very hard to come out. Like maybe 4 rivers they meet, and this stream of the current is so strong. You maybe saw. How's the place? In Chobis Pargana they have this. Have you seen this? Like so many 4 rivers they meet, and especially the currents of the rivers, the water is so strong, especially in the time of the rainy season. It's even hard to by boat in these places. It's so hard because it becomes a whirlpool. So the rasa-lila is also like this, a great festival. And Krishna is giving the highest position to Srimati Radhika. So in these waves, this dancing, singing, these bhavas, the waves of the bhavas, Hav, Bhav, Hela, Kilin, Kichit, etc. 20 types of alankaras, they are happening. So Krishna himself, he cannot control himself, or he cannot stand up. He's afraid to fall down, to fall down, to drown in this whirlpool and be taken away by the current. That's why Krishna, just to make himself just to be stable, he embraced Srimati Radhika so that he will not be carried away. So Krishna embraces the neck of Srimati Radhika so as not to be carried away. So beautiful. different acharyas, they explain different commentaries and they describe the beautiful moods. So the bhava of the gopis, this good fortune they got, it's not possible for anyone. Our Raghunatha Das Goswami or Vishwanath Chakravarti, he explained in one verse, very beautiful. Krishna played the flute, all the gopis came. Then in this festival of the Maharas, the rasa, all the gopis, they wanted to say, each gopi wanted to say, I'm the best. They were feeling saubhagya, they are feeling proud of their good fortune, pride of the good fortune. Each gopi was thinking, I am higher, I'm higher. Krishna said, oh, be calm, stop the speaking too much, everybody. So I will tell who is the best. Then Krishna told, look, you see, oh beautiful gopis, all of you are golden, like gold. All of you are like golden of golden doll. All of you are golden dolls. So I'll tell which one is the best golden doll here. I'll judge, I'll tell which one of you is the best in this assembly of all the gopis, golden gopis that are here. Who is the best? I will judge and tell you. I have kasuti, means one thing that you can measure the carats of the gold. This is my arm. My arm is like this stone. That can measure which kind of gold. Hasuti is one like black stone or something that from like rubbing this in the gold, you can understand how much gold is there, how much mixed gold is in this gold. So Krishna told, I will, with my arms, I will lift each gopi, and in this way I will measure which gopi, how much, which kind of gold you are. Who is best? I will check. Very beautiful. Now you can see that picture Ananda Pradayani made. What is that picture? Photo in the cover. Sloka? No.
We have to put this sloka. In the bottom of the picture, we have to put that sloka.
Okay. Then everybody will understand this photo. If you put the shloka in explanation of this picture. Krishna was lifting each gopi, very beautiful. And then he lifted Srimati Radhika. And then he saw how from all the gopis Srimati Radhika is the higher. The books of our Goswamis are so sweet. Anyway. So now on a gopi got this good fortune as Krishna. Hearing this, all the gopis, they were stopped by their superiors and they gave up their gunamai bodies, and with their divine transcendental body they attained Bhagavan. Hearing this, all their attachments, not attachments, sorry, the bondages were cut and they attained Bhagavan. Hearing this, Parikshit Maharaj made a question. This question is very beautiful. Gopis didn't see Krishna as Bhagavan or Brahma also. But they only knew Krishna as their beloved. So how did they attain Krishna? Gyanis and yogis are doing austerities for thousands of years, performing hard austerities for thousands of years without eating. If you go to the Himalayas, you'll see the yogis are there, thousands of years without eating, and so much renounced. They are so much renounced. Thousands of years of Jnana and Vairagya in the Himalayas, the yogis, but they cannot attain God so hard. The gopis, they eat nice food, they wear nice ornaments. Everything they do is for happiness, for the Krishna's happiness. Whatever the gopis do, they do for Krishna's happiness, like beautiful ornaments, so that Krishna will be pleased. They also dress well, nicely. They also use beautiful ornaments. They put kajal in their eyes. Yesterday I told to you about this. Krishna played the flute, and then one gopi wore all the ornaments, but she was putting the kajal in the eye, one eye, but she heard the sound of the flute. Then the gopi left, came to Krishna. Krishna saw, the gopi saw that from the top of her head until the tip of her foot, she was so beautiful and ornamented, but only one thing, she had kajal in only one eye, not in the other eye. And then Krishna told her, you were very nice, everything is perfect, but still it's missing kajal in one eye, why you didn't put? Then Gopi told what beautiful answer. Shyam, I was coming, but you played the flute in the meantime. Exactly to meet you, I was putting all these ornaments and everything. Everything was done. I just needed to finish the kajal. But in the moment you just played the flute and called to me with the sound of your flute. So what is my fault? Krishna heard this and Krishna started crying. Krishna started crying. Oh, you have so much love for me. So much love. Then Krishna asked kajal from her, and then Krishna himself, his own hand, applied kajal in the next other eye of the gopi. And the rest of the kajal, Krishna rubbed in one rock. Until now, at this village is there, where this rock is there with the left of the Kajal. The name of the place is Ajanok. If you go there until nowadays, you can see that stone, and the rest of the kajal is still there actually. If you rub it, even kajal is coming out yet until nowadays. People before was like running out, people were stealing the stone. Now the pujari has kept it like more like kept protected from people. Otherwise, people were taking away this stone. So, remembering the story, the great-grandson of Krishna, Bajranab, for remembering this lila, he also gave the name of the village as Ajanok. This is not some imaginary story, it's true, it's true. What I want to say is that the gopis, they also wear beautiful clothes, like the ornaments in their hair, everything. Why? For the happiness of Krishna. So how? This is a symptom of bhakti. Everything you do should be for the pleasure of Krishna. Krishna takil chestaparyan. Everything for Krishna's happiness, nothing for you. So actually the lust of the gopis is like the love of the gopis is the same. Everything gopis do, their foods, their whatever they talk, they do, everything they do, even when they are in man, anger, is for Krishna's happiness. Krishna Sukha Hetu. Everything they do, Gopigan Sab Kore Vyabahar. Everything they do is for Krishna's happiness. So beautiful. But those who are renounced, like Advaitivadis or tapasis, austerities, people who are performing austerities, they just, tapasya is when you give heat or pain to your body. You think you can get God in this way, so some people so renounced, there are so many people so renounced. If you get God only by not eating and drinking, so many renounced people, but they are there, but they couldn't attain God. If you attain God by eating fruits only, how many monkeys are there? You know, the monkeys also, they like only to eat fruits. They eat bananas and bananas. Do you think you can get God only by eating fruits? Mm-mm. No, you cannot. Meera says, without love, nobody can get Nandalal. Whatever you say, if you don't have prema in your heart, you cannot attain Bhagavan. So, Jukta Ahar and Jukta Vihar. You have to accept what is favorable for God and for your practice, spiritual practice, for the service. Accept what is favorable. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu says, Krishnate Akil Chesta Parayan. For Krishna's happiness. You have to do everything for Krishna's happiness. And Krishnate Akil Bhogatya. Then also, you have to be ready to give up everything for Krishna also. Like whenever you do something, you should see, Krishna is happy or not with what I'm doing. You have to check. Maybe people of this world may be happy with you or not. You don't care for this. What matters is who should be happy. You have to check if Guru and Bhagavan are happy. Your happiness, if you're happy, it doesn't matter anything else. The verse is there, no? In Vilapa Kusumanjali, Raghunatha Das Goswami told this verse. Radhe, if you're not happy with me, and the people of this world are happy with me, then what will be the benefit of this? I did something, and everybody is like thanking me and telling me it's very nice. They're like glorifying me for my activities. But Radhe, if you are not pleased with me, even 1,000 people might be pleased. This doesn't matter. Like there's no fruits, no importance. Radhe, please, you should be pleased with me. That's what I wanted. This is a sloka of the Lila of Krishna. It's so beautiful. This mood. The mood. Raghunath Das Goswami, he sing the topmost renunciation of Raghunath Das Goswami. Actually, you see, Das Goswami, he was performing Radha Stertis Radha Kunda with so much renunciation. It was like summer's time under the scorchers rays of the sun. It was so hot. So hot. And then he was sitting there in the Radha Kunda. He was sweating a lot. By the rays of the sun, the body of Raghunath Das Goswami was even like having sunburns, like completely like, not say tanned, like really so much hot. And then what happened? Srimati Radhika came, and with her own anchal veil, she made a shadow over his head. So Das Goswami was really renounced completely. So seeing that Raghunath Das Goswami's great vairagya, renunciation, Krishna's heart melt, Krishna came to Raghunath and told, Raghunath, I'll give you mercy, okay? Raghunath Das Goswami told Krishna, hey Bakhari, you have killed Bakasur, I don't want your mercy. If Srimati Radhika is not happy with me, I don't care about having your mercy or not. Bakari means one who killed Bakasur. I don't want your mercy. If Srimati Radhika is not pleased with me, if she is not giving mercy to me, then I don't need your mercy. Everybody wants Krishna Kripa, right? The mercy of Krishna. But Raghunath Das Goswami is saying, what? Krishna, I don't want your mercy, no. I want the mercy of Srimati Radhika. If Srimati Radhika is not if she's not happy, what matters for me if others are happy or not with me? Like the people of this world will give me some certificate, very nice certificate. People of this world might give me a certificate, will give me money maybe, and wealth. They'll give me material things, people of this world. But if Srimati Radhika is pleased with me, then what will she give to me? What she'll give you? She'll give you her own servant, position of a servant at her lotus feet. She'll give you this. She'll allow you to be her servant. Lila of Krishna explains in the verses. So beautiful. So the goal of bhakti is how to please your worshipful deity. I have to do something in such a way, I have to do such a sadhan, I have to do such a bhajan that my Ishnadev might be pleased with me. Other peoples can glorify me, this doesn't matter. But if my Guru is pleased, if Bhagavan is happy, Srimati Radhika is happy with me, my life is successful. Bolo Vrindavana Bihari Lal. So beautiful bhav, right? Nishta in Srimati Radhika. What I want to say is that Parikshit Maharaj is asking, he said, hey Gurudeva, hey Brahman, you tell me please, the gopis, they didn't have any Brahma Gyan, knowledge about Brahma. What is the symptom of Brahma Gyan? In the Bhagavad Gita, we see the definition of a Brahma Gyani. The symptom of someone who is a Brahma Gyani. How can we know someone is a Brahma Gyani? Some verses describe this, not only one. I think 3 or 4 shlokas describe this. The person is not agitated by suffering, by happiness also not. His mind is never disturbed. Not even in happiness, not also in sufferings. He's never angry, not attached to anything. He also doesn't have any fear. No fear. His mind is completely fixed. He is not thinking about anyone else but Brahma. The Brahmagyan. Bhagavad Gita explains. Like, for example, to merge in Brahma, first you have to have this kind of qualification. So the Gopis didn't have any gain about Lord. Like laughing, joking, meeting with Krishna. So someone who doesn't have Brahmagyan, no knowledge, they attain to Lord even in this condition. If someone is in the material sense gratification or in the material things, how to be free from this? If you put fire, ghee in the fire alone will increase, not decrease. Actually, you can never finish your lusty desires for satisfying these desires. Actually, they'll only be pacified for some moment, then they'll increase more. Just like if you put ghee in the fire. Maybe for 1 or 2 seconds, the flames of the fire will decrease, but again later on the waves of the fire will come back again more. So for some small time, maybe the person has some renunciation, and then again you become completely intoxicated in material sense gratification. So how possible? If you think about material things, I couldn't understand how the Gopis attained God. They're always wearing nice clothes, they're laughing, joking all the time. They're performing amorous time activities with Krishna. They don't have Brahmagyan, they don't have knowledge of the scriptures, nothing. How did they attain Bhagavan then? So he asked this. Actually, this question didn't belong to Parikshit Maharaj. This question is for because in the Bhagavatam assembly, there are many unqualified people and many people who didn't have real knowledge of the scriptures. So for them, is that Parikshit Maharaj, he made this question in their benefit. For their benefit. Hearing this, Parikshit Maharaj, he was angry. A little bit angry. Sorry, Shukadeva Goswami Pad was angry when he heard this question. If the Gopis didn't have Brahmagyan and they are in material things, engrossed in material things, how did they attain Bhagavan? Hearing this, Shukadeva Goswami became angry. But even the anger of the sadhu is actually auspicious for you. Here's saying, stay peaceful. But the sadhus will be angry. Yes, even the sadhus have anger. Narada Rishi was angry. Durvasa was also angry. So many examples in the scriptures. So Shukavacha, what Shukadeva Goswami told. So beautiful. Happiness will come. Mukta Prasad, I have already told this before. You didn't hear attentively. That's why now you're having this doubt. So he said, Ukta Prastat. I have already told about this. When I spoke about the death of the Cheri king, the king of Cheriraj, Shishupal. When I told about him, I explained this. Shishupal, he was always envious of, criticizing Krishna, hating Krishna, and he also got delivered. But imagine if someone is completely absorbed in Lord, in a good mood, then there's no doubt this person will attain God. So how to attain God? This is described. There is some process how to attain to God. Bhakti. Narada Rishi himself said, by come can attain Bhagavan. By fear, by hatred, by affection, by relationship. And Narada Rishi told, and I attained also. How? By bhakti. So some ways how to attain to God. But the thing is, you must be absorbed. If you're not absorbed, it's not possible for you to attain God. Tomorrow I'll continue more. Now I'll stop here. Vanchakal. Because he said this is samosa. It looks like mosa, like in Portuguese mosa. Then it would be like, oh, wait, mosa. Those who want to come in front. Those who don't want, stay behind. मना करके